The Flash number 28, Joshua Williamson writing and Carmine Di Domenico on art. And this is the start of the negative Flash arc, which obviously comes right out of the last arc, where that's where you got these negative powers. So basically, the gist of this is that Barry, his powers are uncontrollable right now. He's kind of like fluctuating. He also seems to have a bit more of a temper as well. But
Yep.
he's
I relate.
he's chasing after these bad guys on these fancy bikes, and they're trying to like rob an armored car. But by the time he finishes, he looks back and he's ruined the street behind him. There's like cars flipped all over the place. There's fire everywhere. He's just caused nothing.
Looks
but
like the
chaos.
Hulk has gone through Central City.
Yeah, kinda, yeah. And that's that. It's that him trying to control that stuff, and then on top of that we have what's this villain that came back? I forget his name.
Shrapnel.
Shrapnel, yeah. So we got Shrapnel's back in the city. He's causing trouble. That's kind of the big cliffhanger. And then meanwhile, in his sort of day job sort of plot line, because he's not really speaking to Iris right now. He wants to speak to Iris. He's feeling shitty about everything that's went down.
Yeah.
But Captain Sign sort of brings him in, and it's like, okay, we've got a leak. Someone in the department is leaking evidence, and it's causing all these problems with all the cases. All these criminals are walking through. So he gets like Barry and a couple of other trusted detectives. Right, you guys need to solve this problem. You need to look for what this leak is, who's the mole, whatever. Find it, and it's that was kind of the issue. That was the, and I thought it was a decent issue. I didn't love it.
No, I do like what Williamson's saying though about the negative Speed Force. Like, I don't necessarily think it's a thing. I think it's just Barry's mindset. I feel like he's gonna center himself, and it's gonna go away. But it's
Probably.
something that he's going to have to keep in check.
I think for me the issue was decent. I like what it's setting up, but it felt kind of lacking as a full issue of a comic. Like, see when I got to the last page and it said, "Oh, cliffhanger next time on," I'm like, "Oh, really? We're done?"
Yeah.
Like, I felt like I hadn't got a full serving of a story, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And Shrapnel's got such a weird look to him too.
He does. He does.
He does.
I didn't like looking at him. Like, turn
That's,
page quick.
Yeah. His face is a little strange.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the first half of the issue especially. I think it's the art is just fantastic when he's running through and the city's destroyed. I love when when he runs off and the symbol just kind of hangs in the air.
Oh yeah, that was quite nice. I like the full page spread where he looks back and he sees the chaos behind him. That's a really nice page.
Yeah,
that's a really nice.
Well,
page.
you also got his lightning blowing up the armored truck that he was trying to save.
Yeah.
So it's completely unpredictable, and I like that that's where his mind is right now. He doesn't know what's going on. Usually Barry has it all together, and he can balance life as the Flash and as Barry Allen, and that's why he's always late, because that's his one problem, is keeping schedule.
Yeah.
And then here, Singh didn't even notice he was late when he called him in, because he thought he was going to get a butt chewing, and it's because of the leaking, and they put him with that girl. I can't remember her name, but she's
Kristen.
familiar. Yeah, with Kristen and the two detectives, because they don't want internal affairs brought in. And I like that. I like that Singh recognizes that Barry's like one of the best CSIs we have, despite his tardiness issues.
Yeah, it's kind of like he does get the job done to an excellent standard, so it kind of excuses it and lets him.
And of course, here at the end of the issue, he after this meeting with Sign and all that, he goes outside, and even though he repeatedly said at the start, after the whole chaos and then the opening of the issue, he goes into the alley. He's like, I can't use my powers anymore. It's too dangerous. So he gets the bus back to work, right? So he's really late because he gets the bus. He's not even got his super speed to use. But he sees these bikers again after outside the station, and he gets so taunted by the fact they're doing it right in front of the station that he just immediately suits up and races off after them, causing
Barry
more
Allen,
chaos.
welcome to being me. It's the little things that set you off when you're in a bad mood. It's like the guy that's chewing too loud at the movies behind you. For Barry, it's these guys parading in front of the police station. And yeah, the fact that this is only 3 issues means that I think he's going to resolve it quick. I don't think the negative Speed Force is something that's hanging around too long, but I like that it'll be an addition to the Flash mythos going forward, because I like it as a concept. Might be something he has to keep in check.
Yeah.
Going forward.
Yeah, I love a lot. I mean, I think this is a fine issue. In the same way I say it left me kind of feeling like I didn't get a whole sort of full course, as it were. I feel kind of similar in terms of talking about it. I almost feel like I have nothing left to. Really...
Yeah, I feel it's a very simple issue to discuss because not that much happens. Like you say, it's okay. We set up that this is a problem, but it never really develops beyond that. We set up that the leak is a problem, but nothing happens with it. Yeah. You know, we don't get anything to actually
we set up that there's a villain here. We find out who it is at the end, but we have to be end there before we actually get to the end of the fighting or.
Right. So we're told that these things are what this arc is going to be, but we don't see any of it in this issue.
Yeah. So it's kind of a weird one in that sense, but it's definitely setting up some interesting stuff.